Good morning, everybody. So we are going to start off with some pozole today. I got the pozole bomb. We're going to see if it's any good. It's my first time making it, so bear with me. All you're going to need for this recipe is the pozole bomb, the crock pot, some pork, about 4 pounds. I got less than that because, you know, it's only the 3 of us that are eating, and a can of hominy. So let's do this. Okay, so I got me a pork shoulder roast. We are going to slap that baby on there. We are going to get to cutting it up into smaller pieces just so it cooks a lot better. Flip it over, and I got my good knife here. Maybe. I think it's got a little dull, so we're going to switch knives. Okay, I got an even better knife. Now we are going to cut this sucker in about 4 pieces. Throw it in our crock pot. It's still kind of hard to cut, but hey, got to give it some oomph. Okay, we don't want to forget to add the most important ingredient, which is the pozole bomb. Throw that down there with the meat. Add in 6 cups of water. One important step that you cannot, and I repeat, cannot forget is to rinse your hominy. We're going to give that a good rinse, and then we're going to throw it right into the crock pot with the meat and the pozole bomb. So you have to rinse this off. It's very important. Now we're just going to throw it in there with the meat and the water and the pozole bomb. Now, we're going to give it a good stir. And then we are going to cover and cook for 6 hours on medium, if you want, or 8 hours on low. I think I'm going to do 8 hours just because I want my meat to be so tender it's just going to fall apart. So that's what we're going to do. This is just an example of many things that you can make in your crock pot. I love using my crock pot. I've made chicken noodle soup, I made chili, I've made so many different things, especially like roast. So if you like beef, roast is really good in there with potatoes, carrots, and whatnot. I know if my dad comes over today, he sees the crock pot, that's what he's gonna think I'm making. I'm like, no, I'm making pozole. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty easy, and we'll get back to each other as soon as it's done. Okay, so the pozole is almost done. Now I'm gonna chop up some radishes. And we're just gonna slice those up. Those are just a topping that you can or cannot, whatever you wanna do. You don't have to put them on your pozole. I like radishes. I especially like radishes with lime and salt. They are so freaking good. So it's just kind of like your preference. So I'm only cutting them 3 because I'm the only one that's eating the radishes, which is fine. Because I'm probably gonna put some lime juice on a little bit of them, some salt, just to snack on because they're so good. And then I was gonna say how damn good my house smells good. Right now I can't even talk. Like if you had smell-o-vision, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that smells really good. So I'm just gonna continue cutting this up, slices, thin slices kind of like that. And then I am gonna chop up some cabbage because we want cabbage to put on there. Then of course I have my limes and my tostadas. Okay, like I said, I am just gonna chop up some cabbage to put on here. And since it's only 2 of us that are eating the cabbage, I'm not gonna cut very much up. So I don't wanna waste it. Okay. So you can see here, I've got my radishes and my cabbage. And then tostadas right here. And I just bought Guerrero. So I'm gonna wait about 10 more minutes, finish cooking the pozole, and we're gonna throw everything together and you're gonna see how good it looks. Okay, so this is the finished product. Now you're just gonna add in cabbage and radishes if you like that. I love it, so that's what I'm gonna put in there. Right here, just as much or as little as you want. Some radishes on top. Bowl's kind of hot, a little bit more, and that's what it looks like. Now, let's get ready to eat. Obviously, you don't want to forget your lime juice. You gotta put some lime juice in this baby. A little squeeze. A little bit extra salt for my radishes. And then the tostada. And this is the way I like to eat it. So I put everything on top of my tostada. If I can grab it, that is. Ooh, that's hot. All right. So it's gonna go kind of like this, and let's see how this tastes. It's good, but I think I'm gonna have to break this out to eat it better. It's kind of hard, but yeah, totally recommend. Very easy and very flavorful.